Good afternoon, Exit Realty. Thank you all for listening today. I am your host, Billy Jack, franchise owner and designated supervisor here at Exit Realty Central. I hope you all had a great holiday weekend. First of all, I want to say I really appreciate you all being here with us here at Exit Realty. We truly appreciate you hanging your license here with us. I know there's a lot of different kind of options that you all can explore out there, but we are truly appreciative of you all staying here with us. So I do have a big announcement for you all, and that is a change to the Exit Realty formula. So right now, currently as it sits, as you all know, it is a 70% split, 70-30. And when you hit your 100,000, you move up to a 90-10. The big change that we are making is when you hit your 100,000 the following year, instead of resetting back down to 70, we will keep you at an 80% split. That's right, folks. Instead of dropping back down to 70, you will stay at a cool 80. But now, in order to maintain this 80, you do have to keep hitting your 100,000 in order to keep resetting back to 80 instead of resetting back down to that 70%. Okay? So there's really no penalty in it. It's all just bonus. So a little extra incentive. Everybody wants to make a little bit more money, right? So especially right now, real estate is a tough business right now with limited inventory all over the country. We're seeing a lot of competitive offers, inspection deadlines and troubles and appraisals not going through and all that. It's just making the job a little bit more difficult. It's an especially tough, especially for the fairly new or brand new agents to the industry. But the main key thing here is just don't get discouraged. Okay, you're not alone, okay? You're not alone. Hey, what movie is that from? Huh? Anybody want to take a guess? Superman, Man of Steel. If you guess that, you are correct. All right. So the key is, like I said, just don't get discouraged. If you're slow or you have no buyers, there's no listings out there for you, or it's just, the pipeline is a little bit dried up. Use that extra spare time to advertise yourself. Okay? You got to get your name out there. Everybody's got to know who you are. If they don't know who you are, how are they going to call you? Okay? So the best thing, and I've proven it, it's social media. Okay? Social media is your biggest way to get leads, and it's free. Okay? So post a lot, post often. When you do showings, post a little picture of yourself, take a selfie there in front of the house or something. Try just don't get your customers in there. When you go and you're previewing a house or something, just do a post. Everybody should know what you're doing. Somebody knows somebody that wants to buy or sell real estate. And if they see you, they'll tag you in it, or they'll call you, or they'll refer you to their friends. I know it, I've done it, and it does work. Another thing too, if you all want to buy your own leads too, you have to be able to know how to convert them. And the thing is, you got to build yourself a script. You have to have that confidence in your voice. You have to be able to talk to the people, engage them, keep them with you. I know several agents that they have about a 50% conversion rate on leads. So leads do work. It does cost a little bit of money, but if you do know how to work them and you know how to talk, it will work. Just create a script, talk to people, talk to your friends, practice with them, and you'll see it does work. Business cards. You should be handing out business cards to everyone. Okay? Not necessarily just every single body, but to a lot of people. You should be giving out 5-10 business cards a day. People that you meet out there in the stores, grocery stores, Walmart, anywhere you go. Talk to people, hand them out. I have countless stories that I can tell you. I've been in this business for 14 years now, and I have had people that call me that I've given them a card over a decade ago. I'll see it, they'll show it to me, and it is surprising. You'll see how long people do keep business cards, and especially if they remember you, they'll reach out to you, or they'll refer you out. You give a card to the cashier at Walmart, for example, and you think, well, she don't make much money, or he doesn't make much money. But the thing is, it's somebody, he'll know somebody that wants to buy or sell a house, right? Especially for those of you who are full-time in another job, or you're working part-time jobs somewhere else, and you're just doing real estate on the side for now. Everybody at your job that you're at should know what you do. For example, I have a very close realtor in the city of Las Cruces that I work with, and she is an attorney at the district attorney's office. She is a prosecutor. And as you would think, all of her customers or clients are other attorneys or judges or people that work in the court, because everybody knows what she does. I have another agent that I also work with a lot very closely, and he was a teacher at a high school. All of the people that he worked with and sold houses to or sold their houses, they were other teachers, principals, foremost students. He was a teacher for over a decade, so he always told everybody what he did. Yeah, but the bottom line here is to get your name out there, get people to remember you. Okay, talk to people. You gotta be like a politician in this job. And so moving on to the residuals. As you all know, that's a big part of the exit formula is the residual income. Now, I know what y'all are thinking. Some of y'all are thinking, well, I'm not a recruiter. I don't want to be responsible for training somebody, all that kind of stuff. I said, but that's something that you don't really need to worry about. Exit allows, even if it's your very first day, you barely got your license, barely brand new on the job, you can still sponsor agents. Okay, that's our job. You will be surprised how much you learn whenever you do start working with if you sponsor new agents in, you'll be surprised. You'll start learning a lot of stuff by helping them, training them a little bit. And of course, we are always there to, help with the main stuff. The residual formula can also be very beneficial for those of you who want to form teams. Okay, especially for those of you who are part-timers. You can form a team and you can handle more of a workload. Those of you who work during the mornings or you work afternoons or anything, when some of the buyers or clients cannot go out and see houses, you can team up with another agent to help you alleviate on some of that stuff. Okay, and if they close a deal, you split the commissions and you get your residuals. When I started in this industry, I was still a full-time police officer, and I understand very well on how it is when you get out of the job and then you want to go and show, or in my case, also go and inspect or things like that. It's not very motivating. You already had a full day of work and you don't want to come home and then still have to make phone calls or go out and show in a quick hurry. So a team can really be beneficial to you in that manner. Going back to the same story before when I told you about that attorney that I work with, she does that a lot. She still works as a full-time prosecutor, and she is one of the top producers in that city. Okay? And it's because she has a team of the other agents that she sponsored in, or even if the ones that she didn't sponsor, just by hooking up with other fellow exit agents, you can work very well together and you can accomplish a lot if you work together and you have a lighter workload, and you can make some pretty decent money that way. And going back to the residuals and the sponsorship deal, I know a lot of pushback that I get is, well, how do I recruit? I don't know how to recruit, and it's not all just on recruiting or sponsoring brand new agents or trying to get them to get a license and then come in. That's a lot. Most people that start in this, they don't finish the coursework. They don't go all the way to the state exam and get their license and all. I know very well how that is, and it can be a little bit frustrating. I have an agent that we sponsored in the city of Las Cruces, and he is a very top hitter in that city, and he would fight me left and right on not wanting to sponsor anybody. So he finally got it through to him, and what he would do is when he would work other deals with all the different agents from all over the city, different offices and everything, all you gotta do is just ask him, just talk to him. Hey, how's your office doing? How do you like your brokerage? How do you like the company you're with? And the basic response they're gonna give you is, well, it's good, or it's okay, or whatever it is. And they're gonna ask you too, well, how do you like exit? How do you like where you're at? And that's when you talk to them. You develop yourself a little script or something, try to talk to them and see, maybe they'll want to come in and hear what we have to say. Or if you learn the exit formula very well, all you got to do is just study it. There's a lot of agents that I work very closely with, and they're very good recruiters in that sense. They learn the formula very well. They learn the fees. They're able to talk to them. Some of them, they take them out to lunch or so. They explain to them what the office has to offer. And there's some that have 20, 30 recruits. So that's a lot of extra residual income. There's some agents that they sell very little and they have a large number of recruits, and that's how they make their living. And also keep in mind that you can recruit anywhere that there is an exit office. For example, if there's an exit office, there is in Canada, you can recruit somebody over there if you know somebody that wants to switch over from another office, or New York or California or anywhere like that. But your main focus, of course, is going to be locally. And over the course of your real estate career, as you work deals with other agents from other offices, you're going to start developing relationships. You're going to start seeing a lot of agents that you favor to work with. You're just going to click with them. Eventually you can talk to them and see if they'll be willing to come over, or at least hear what we have to say. You'll be well on your way to developing your own team. And so in conclusion, we'll finish this off with a little real estate legal tip. So as you all know, with the very limited inventory that we're experiencing, and the very high number of buyers and very few sellers, a lot of agents all over the place, all over the country and everywhere, we're experiencing that when one deal falls apart, you bring the buyer a day or a few days later, you go into a new contract and the seller offers to show you the previous inspection report that was done on that property. Hey, they don't want to have to go through the same thing again. They want to get you to shorten your option period and waive your own inspection, things like that. I mean, some of you have already experienced this. So legally, you can, or your buyer, your client can accept that previous inspection report if they so choose to. It is part of the seller's disclosures, and they may accept it in lieu of obtaining their own inspection. Now, if they do that, they must sign that form that says that they waive the inspection. Okay, that form can be found in Texas Realtor forms. I do believe it should be uploaded to the .loop. So a big thing to keep in mind is the previous inspection report that was done for a previous client is not valid in a way to your client, because your client's name is not on that report, right? Now, granted, it will give them more information about what's wrong with the house. It can save them a little bit of money, and if they choose to accept it, well, hey, they choose to accept it, but just do advise them. And that form also does advise them. So having that signed would be sufficient. Right. Well, of course, if you have any other questions on any of this, feel free to reach out to us, either myself or your broker, Maria. We'll be happy to help you. Well, that's about all I got for this one, folks. I really hope that you all enjoyed it. I'd appreciate any feedback you may have. You can email me directly, text me, call me, anything you want. I'd like to see what your all thoughts are. Well, that is it. I hope wish you all the best. And most importantly, stay positive. All right. And that's all, folks. Thank you very much.